Let's jump right into Bravo news. First, we have to talk about LuAnn being confirmed that she will be the voice of the Cowardly Lion in the upcoming Wicked for Good movie. And I am absolutely so thrilled to find this out. I feel like LuAnn's gravelly, masculine voice is going to do an amazing job as the Cowardly Lion. I had no idea there could be a role better fit for her. Mercedes Javid and Tommy from Shahs of Sunset have officially decided to break up after 7 years of being together. They do host a podcast called Till the Dirt together, so I'm gonna have to assume that show is going to be discontinued. Unfortunately, I'm not really surprised. If you listen to Mercedes on Jeff Lewis Live, you'll get the gist that they didn't seem like they were really on the same page with their marriage and their future, which is unfortunate because I actually really loved them on the show together, and I thought their wedding was one of the best Bravo weddings ever. I think this should be interesting to see how it plays out on the Valley Persian style, which Mercedes is one of the stars of. We have to talk about the new Bravo Mormon 3-part documentary with Heather Gay as the host. She is our bootleg Leah Remini. And I gotta say, Heather, your family already wanted to disown you for being a bad Mormon and a good time girl. Now you're really cut off. The 3-part documentary called Surviving Mormonism with Heather Gay will be out on November 11th. And it will basically uncover the dark history of the church as she interviews abuse survivors, ex-Mormons, and former LDS church leaders. So she's getting into the deep trenches of the Mormon lore. And I cannot wait to see this because for whatever reason, I'm obsessed with freaky Mormons. Wendy Osefo from the Real Housewives of Potomac. We all know she's in some deep water when it comes to potential insurance fraud that her and her husband Eddie committed. So Wendy's lawyers are now asking for Wendy and Eddie's trials to be separate criminal trials. One of the main reasons why you would separate your trials is to deflect blame onto the other one. Wendy said, "Shot not. I'm not taking the hit for this. I have a very fruitful future on the Real Housewives of Potomac, and you're not going to ruin this because of a goddamn insurance claim." We talked about the Wendy Osefo situation a couple weeks back, but one of the things that we found out since then is that there were some stolen items that they claimed on their insurance claim that were returned, but the returns actually happened before the burglary. So when the burglary happened, the items that they said were stolen were already sent back. So it's all bullshit. I did want to quickly talk about LuAnn from the Real Housewives of Dallas. I know, blast from the past. But I just wanted to make a comment that I went onto her Instagram recently, and her name on Instagram is just travel content creator. Where are you going, LuAnn? Where are you traveling to, and what are you telling me to see in these places? I've also been noticing that LuAnn, Carrie Duber, and Cameron Westcott have all been hanging out a lot lately, which is activating some of my spidey senses. Is there something going on? Are these three possibly ever going to be filming something again? Do not bring Dallas Housewives back without bringing Tiffany Moon or Deandra Simmons. Last but not least, we have to talk about Kyle Richards setting the record for being the only full-time housewife to be on a housewife show for 15 straight years. People hate Kyle, people love Kyle, but I feel like there's some things I need answers to from Kyle. First and foremost, did Mauricio emotionally fulfill you? I don't think so. Did Kim really steal your goddamn house? Did Lisa Vanderpump plant the magazines in Brandy's bags that accused Mauricio of cheating? Was he cheating? Did you really say that Camille was nothing without Kelsey Grammer? What is going on in your relationship with Morgan? If we don't get answers or at least a fucking breadcrumb trail of more information on the upcoming season of Beverly Hills, and I don't want it, Kyle. You shouldn't be setting the record. You shouldn't have 15 years. Put on your big girl panties and tell us what's going on. Are you with Morgan? Are you not with Morgan? We need to know. This is what happens when you come on these shows. People get invested. And now I feel like I don't know anything about your life, Kyle, because you're lying to us. Lying by omission. New episodes of the I Know You Didn't Ask podcast are out every Monday and Friday, available wherever you listen to podcasts and on YouTube.